As part of a member that grew up in a predominantly Hispanic community, I have seen the importance of addressing issues of a poor academic performance, poverty, and healthcare. Most individuals see medical conditions like sleep apnea or diabetes as an underlying condition that affect a person's performance or quality of life. In reality, these are illnesses that are a result of pre-existing medical conditions that are ultimately not addressed and surface as the effects intensify. Obesity in the Hispanic community at times has a cultural aspect seen as a positive trait. Overweight children are commonly referred to as gordito, which has a positive connotation implying that it is adorable or cute to be obese. In reality, obesity at a young age is a strong indicator that obesity will translate into adulthood. The objective of my research is to provide the necessary tools to school educators in order to address the issues of the plague the Hispanic community by forcing on the underlying condition that poor nutrition is currently generating. It is crucial for educators to address the issue of how can the Hispanic community in the RGV prevent the chain reaction produced by poor eating habits. Educators must address this fact. Being overweight could predispose children to poor mental health as a result that overweight children have a higher prevalence of school and mental health problems, including poor academic performance and self-esteem, anxiety and depressive disorders, and a greater number of reported suicide attempts. A research questionnaire has been constructed that will allow us the ability to collect large amounts of data in a short amount of time. This allows the data to be quantified and trend in data can be determined. The survey and the study is ultimately intended to convince educators and propel our community to change their eating habits. An interesting pattern shared among most subjects is the lack of nutritional guidance presented to them in high school. Interviewee A stated that no nutritional guidance was ever received as part of their academic curriculum. Interviewee B stated that in some cases the instruction by kinesiology department was tainted with errors. In some high school students had to pass a physical test where they were required to perform a set number of push-ups and a time mile run. Interviewee B commented that he was unable to complete the set number of push-ups, but the coach ultimately approved it in order for him to be able to pass the course. While the 10 surveys revealed that 50% of the individuals did not receive a nutritional guidance course in high school, the individuals who did receive nutritional guidance rated the course a 7.2. What is noticeable is that out of those individuals who did not receive guidance, 100% of them stated that they saw a positive change in their eating habits as a result of the nutritional instruction. Out of this group, 80% live a healthy lifestyle composed of healthy eating and exercising. The most shocking data finding is represented in Table B, illustrating the hours an individual spends performing sedentary activity versus how many hours they spend exercising. Data shows that 60% of individuals show no physical exercise performed with an average of 3 hours of sedentary per day. Most individuals, especially women, tend to receive nutritional guidance from unexpected sources such as social media. The secondary research does not say anything on this matter, but it appears that there is a positive correlation between social media that causes individuals to try and eat healthy. Ultimately, it appears that my primary and secondary research correlate that there is no meaningful nutritional education given in our high school. In order to address this crucial issue of how Hispanic community in the RGV can prevent the chain reaction produced by poor eating habits, a standardized system of nutritional guidance should be implemented. The Texas Education Agency governs the educational system in the state of Texas. They have multiple standardized assessments in order to ensure that education is held a norm across the board in Texas. Such agency should govern a nutritional standardized exam in order to guarantee that school districts are implanting a proficient level of nutritional instruction. This is a necessity because guidance has been a form of elective in the form of physical education, PE, in our community and school systems. The data collected illustrates that students are engaging in an excessive amount of sedentary activities and insufficient physical activity. The final recommendation is that in order to make a positive change on the clear underlying condition, awareness must be prompted by school educators in order to effect a positive trend in our youth. Awareness is the essential ingredient to turn the tide that will prevent the chain reaction produced by poor eating habits.